coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on TV, Banky Pounds, man. Boom. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Big love, man. Everybody out there on TBP Nation, man. Everybody out there on my membership. Let's go. Let's get it, man. We in 2026. We on the road to 150. Meet and greet is in full effect. You heard me? Let's get it. Let's go. Man, I don't know what it is this morning. I was thinking about the wall, man. I was just thinking about the wall and all the crazy things I seen. I was just on the phone a few seconds with one of my homeboys, and he just said something that he seen on the internet that just made me think about this video right here that I'm getting ready to tell y'all about. Because I say, when I first got in that wall, man, I was seeing so much craziness, so much out of control stuff, and I had almost not thought about this dude before, man, but they had a little short dude in there too, man. He was built, man. I mean, like cut up, little, but he was short, stocky, maybe back about 5'8", man. But he was big, man. Like he just, you know, lift a lot of weights and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Little shoulders, whatever, right? But he was a greasy little. He was a greasy little joint too. But you remember, like, you got to think this is back in the 80s. The late 80s, man, them dudes was on some different time. Then coming out the 70s, you know, and I heard he had been in there since then. Knotty heads, them dudes ain't keep their beard up or nothing. They ain't care nothing about putting you know what I'm saying, just looking fresh. That won't a thing in the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know, less dudes was going over there to that dance floor in the visiting room. But the little dude, I remember him because he reminded me of a dude that I grew up with, and ironically, they had the same name. And almost some of the like same characteristics. The dude name, they call the dude Truck. And I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Y'all tell me if you ever knew a dude named Truck. All the little dudes that I know named Truck, big or little, if I know a dude named Truck, man, normally they was a rough, rumbling mofo, man, you know. And this one was like the same way. But they say he get, you know what I'm saying, he get high too. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes be getting high. And they be on a different level. But, you know what I'm saying, every time I used to see him, he used to either be working out, you know what I'm saying, out, even when we go out on the yard, he working out in the pod, walking around. But dudes were saying he get high, though. And they be saying he be bucking on the money. You know what I'm saying? He don't be liking to pay or whatnot. So I can remember, you know, seeing him, you know, arguing with dudes before, you know, like screaming on dudes, getting on them or whatnot. But this was before I had ever actually seen him do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen him barking like up in, man, what's up? What? Yeah, that's what I'm about. Yeah, I'm with it. You know, all of that type of stuff, right? So I knew his aggression matched his look. You know what I'm saying? His aggression matched his look. But I won't get in a lot of information when I was in the wall because I'm green. I'm young. Ain't like nobody telling me, oh, this dude dangerous, or this dude be into this, or this dude be doing into that. You might hear little whispers. Like I said, I heard the little whispers about, you know, he be getting high and he don't be, you know what I'm saying, he be bugging on the money, but dudes be getting it to him because they be intimidated by him. So I don't know, I guess dude, he owed the dude some money or something. And I guess the dude really wanted the money and was like pressing him or whatever. They must have had words, you know, beyond what I seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what the after story was. They had words beyond what I seen. But evidently the dude that told him to bring the money out there, man, you know what I'm saying, you got to pay that. So when we out there in the pod and dudes is lined up on the phone, I'm waiting to get on the phone, right? So I seen both of them talking, but Truck is in his aggressive stand, like he like, you know, you can see his hands move, you can hear the words, but I couldn't hear the words. But you can hear like, man, hey, F that. I mean, what you saying? Woo. And he pulled his shirt off, right? And I'm telling you, the Bama was big as I don't know what. He wasn't tall, but he was big, wide, cut up, you know, pull his shirt off, talk. But dude is like talking with his hands in his sweatpants, which I told y'all, that's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? Because dude don't know, you know, if you got that thing on you or not. So you know what I'm saying? And I guess he was just trying to intimidate him or whatever, ask him about the money, saying something about the money and keeping his hand in his pants like, You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't trying to pay me, man, I got something for you on one of them type of joints, right? Man, dude, he let Chuck walk away from him. He walked about 2 or 3 joints. Dude still got his hand in his pants, so he walked about 2 or 3 feet away, and he got his shirt in his hand that he took off. So he like, I mean, what's up? You still talking? You still talking? So he turned around and started walking back to him. So when he started walking back to him, there it looked like he walking with some purpose. So when he get up on him, dude is still got one hand in his pants, like, tell him, man, hey, I'm just saying, man, just, and man, he just threw the shirt in his face, like, flicked it, just like flicked it in his face, and then say, mop. Man, he hit that joker so hard. I'm talking about so hard, you heard the impact, man. And you know, I know with a punch, I'm like, man. And we on concrete, he just fall back, man, and you heard his head hit the concrete. Boom. I said, aye. You know, well, I didn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. In my mind, I'm like, oh, he done. Man, and he just go up and stand over top of him like this. What? What I tell you? What I tell you? And he still kind of like got the shirt over his face. And he hit him again. I said, Ghost Almighty. Ghost Almighty. And then he took the Bama and rolled him over and jerked his sweatpants down. You know what I'm saying? He pulling him so hard that he dragging the dude. He dragging the dude getting drove. And he pull him all the way down and yank him up off of him. And he see the little joint. He did. He had a little poker. You know what I'm saying? He picked the joint up. You know what I'm saying? But now he got the man whole pants off, ripped his old drawers off, shoes on the floor. Dude just laid out like this. He bleeding. He conscious, but he like, and he stomp him in the back. Boom. Stomp him in the back. Like, man, I'll kill you up in here, boy. I'll kill you up in here. And just start walking away. And then as he walking away, dude is laid down there, bust up, bleeding, huffing and puffing. And he holler, yeah, somebody want him? There you go, buck naked. Somebody go F that. You know, yeah. Say somebody go F that P. That's some free P right there on there. That's free P on the floor. Like he's saying that's free P-U-S-S on the floor. Yeah, somebody F him. Yeah, somebody F him. And I'm like, man, what in the holy hell? What in this easy Joe? Please, man. It was pure chaos, man. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, I won't, at this time, I'm really like, not really kicking it with nobody like that. I don't really know jokers like that. I'm still on my own time. You know what I'm saying? It's a few dudes I talk to, but they ain't even out there. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like in a daze. I'm like, man. So I'm waiting for the phones to come open, right? But dudes is on the phone. Dudes got their back to the joint. Dudes on the phone talking. You can see dudes kikiing and ha-ha, probably telling their people about what's going on, this, that, and the third. I'm still sitting over this joint like, what just happened? So dude, he rolled over. He set up on his hand pots. Now he's setting the naked hand pots on the nasty concrete penitentiary floor. You know what I'm saying? Blood dripping all down his face. He's spitting, snotting, blood coming out his nose. Man, he rolled over and crawled over to his sweatpants, grabbed his sweatpants, man. Shoe over here. You know, drawers tangled up in his sweatpants, man. I'm like, man. He tried to stand up. He stumbled and bumbled a little bit. Put his hand on the wall. He get his hand on the wall. And, man, he trying to pull the drawers up out of the sweatpants and being taken in his sweatpants, man. He trying to put the drawers on, man. He still discombobulated. I'm talking about blood is just dripping down his joint. Whole front of his joint is already red. You know what I'm saying? He put his drawers on, man. Put his sweatpants on. And, man, he turned around, put his back on the wall, and just slid down the wall. Sat down right there on the floor. Put his little knees up. I'm looking at him like, man. And he just sitting down there, and blood just dripping out his joint. Every now and then he wipe his joint. But in my mind, I'm saying to myself, man, if dude wanted to come back and finish him, if dude wanted to come back and do something to him, he could. Ain't nobody come to help. Ain't nobody say nothing. Definitely ain't nobody say nothing to truck. Ain't no police in sight. He is sitting there in pain. Shoe still over here, shoe still over there. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So boom, phone come open. I go grab the phone, get on the phone, man. I'm calling, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I get on the phone, I call. I think I was married at the time. I called my wife, I'm talking, man, but she could tell that my, you know what I'm saying, my conversation was off because I'm now more paid attention to what's going on around me, man. Like, cause Trump is up on the second tier. You know what I'm saying? Leaning on the rail, talking to another joker. I can't hear him, but you can see the body language. Like, hell, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this crazy, crazy work right here. So they doing that, man. People still just moving around, just talking, taking care of their business like it ain't nothing going on. Like this normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like this normal stuff. And then probably it ain't been like 10 minutes. You heard two dudes, I heard loud voice, I look over here, two dudes arguing, and then they just get to clutching. Boom, boom, boom. They fighting, they rumbling right there. He's still over here on the floor, you know what I'm saying, in the prayer position, like, man, you know, woo, woo, woo. Man, and knock you out, pull your pants there, and took your knife from you. You know what I'm saying? These dudes over here rumbling hard as I don't know what, and then all you heard, and that's like the steps, dudes coming running down the steps that was cool with them. Man, it's about 3 dudes, man. They come running in there, man. They jump on the dude that they banking. I mean, the dude fighting, and they start banking him. Man, they stomped them out. I mean, like, packed them out, bro. I'm talking about, bro, I thought he was gone. I thought he was out of here. They was stomping him and kicking him. Man, he threw, boy. Blood everywhere, man. His body looked like it's limp. You know how a body look like it's limp. It's not doing nothing no more. And they done walked away from him. They talking like, yeah, I don't know, what do you think? What? And dude go right back over there to him, man. And I'm telling you, he's not even moving. And dude go over to him and stomp his head. I say, man. And y'all wondering why I had that joint, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm like, damn, I got my hand in my pants, but I'm clutching that joint so hard, I'm probably cutting the circulation off in my hand, man. I'm so nervous, purse. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't got no beef with nobody. But when you in an environment like that and you just see violence just erupt at any time, even if you ain't got nothing to do with it, your adrenaline is gonna start flowing because you don't know, bro. In this joint, in this environment, somebody could turn around and say, man, what you looking at? What you? And it's on. You know what I'm saying? And it's on. I'm gonna start. I ain't even answering. So that's how nervous you be when you in an environment like this, man. You ain't got nothing to do with these situations, but it's this happening over here, this happening over here. Tomorrow something else gonna be happening, and you like, man, it's gonna eventually be on your doorstep. So it just makes you start thinking, and it just puts you in a state of mind of paranoia. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was saying to me, why you so man, you ain't seen what I seen. You ain't been through what I've been through. You daggone right, I'm paranoid. It's a hard thing to get over. And you got to think, now I'm telling y'all, this is in the wall. This is my second stop. Receiving, didn't even finish it. Poop, right in the wall. So I'm seeing all of this stuff early. So, you know, and it just will put you in a different frame of mind. And I'm telling you, it's just like when I was young, when I seen my uncle knock a dude out. Every time I seen that Bama truck, that just was in my head. And he always walking around like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never really, you know, kicked it with him or woo with him or nothing like that. But I used to think, man, I knew a dude like that, man, in school, man, ain't truck like that. Big Bama like that, fight like I don't know what. I remember seeing him in the hallway in high school one time arguing with a dude, big, tall dude, played on the basketball team, probably about 6'4". Man, he just picked him up and slammed him so hard on that, and you know, marble floor in the high school too. Blah! Man, body just bounced up off the ground. And he walked on down the hallway, man, until the teachers and everybody come and they go get him, you know what I'm saying? You got expelled for that. Man, slam do that and scrape old boy up off the floor. So when I see this Bama with the same name, that's what I think of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, these, don't mess with nobody named Truck. I'm telling you, man, they get them dudes a nickname Truck for a reason, man, not a season. And yeah, he was a rough Bama, man. He was a rough little Bama. He looked rough. He lived rough. and he was rough. He was a rough little Bama, man. I ain't never really had no kick it with him like talking about, because it wasn't no need. I wasn't trying to meet nobody in there anyway. I'm still at the stage where I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to navigate this joint, how I'm going to get through this joint, you know what I'm saying, what I'm going to do. But it's already forming in my mind that, man, I may have to put the Joker down before I let the Joker do me like that, because I couldn't see myself getting stomped out, you know what I'm saying, stomped and beat and pants pulled all off, humiliated or nothing. Couldn't even see it, man. Couldn't even see it. And Chuck ended up coming downstairs and started walking the bottom floor with the dude that he was up there talking to. So he literally walking up and down the tier, and dude is still right there. He going past him this way, past him that way. He ain't moving. He's sitting in there, and I know he's sitting. He done looked up a few times, put his head back down, got his hands in his joint like that, but he got his knees up, and he got his hands, his elbows on his knees, his head like that. But right up under him, whole pile of blood. Whole pile of blood, bro. Whole pile of blood, man. And they waited till they locked us up, man, and he ain't get up. He stayed right there. You know what I'm saying? Just bleed. Other dude laid down there in the corner. And, you know, I'm all the way up on the 4th tier, so I can't really see down there once I go up and lock in my cell. But they took him out. You know what I'm saying? Scraped them up, scraped both of them up, and took them on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Took them on up. I don't see now one of them no more. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't see him come in there and get nobody neither. Ain't nobody come. It won't no cameras and none of that stuff in there then, man. Just imagine, man, you letting 200 jokers out, or 100 jokers, or 60 or 80 jokers out. You know what I'm saying? And nothing out there. You got half a tier out, but they'll turn around and have dudes that come out on this tier. They got their door. Dudes come out on that tier. Dudes come out on. They don't supposed to be with one tier out. You know, man, you mess around, man. You got 80, 100 dudes out there, man. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And nobody in there watching. No supervision. No nothing. Just goons. Thugs. You know, bears, lions, tigers. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it was different. It was real, real different, man. So, you know, I just remember those days and those times and these different people, man. It's popping. Man, there was some rough jokers in there, man. Rough. This is the same tier 2 that P.I. was on. And he on the bottom floor, so he sees and knows everything. You understand? He sees and knows everything. You know what I'm saying? So, crazy work, though, man. Crazy work, though, man. But, yeah, I remember that dude named Truck, because I grew up with a dude like him. You know what I'm saying? And he was crazy. He was crazy as well, man. But, yeah, I just remember those war days, man. And as I think about it more and more, things that I experienced, and I wasn't even there that long, but it just was so much going on every day. Somebody trying to get $1, somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, cut somebody's head off, somebody trying to take advantage of somebody trying to extort somebody. It was just going on, man, on and on, back to back up in that joint.
The Banky Special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know. And I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.